Hello there! Welcome to Greg's Gruns. Today we're going to be lead farmers. Just kidding. We're going to compare and contrast 20-inch muskets. That's right, it's the Battle of the Muskets. We have a real Sig 550, Colt AR-15A2 from the 80s. This is not the H-bar model. And we also have an M16A1 from Brownells. But I can't hold 3 rifles at once, so there's only these 2 for right now. We're going to shoot some groups. We're going to do a little bill drill, probably compare recoil, and maybe do a little bit of shooting at 200 yards, practical accuracy. Stay tuned. All right, so first up is the M16A1. This, of course, is not a real M16A1. It's a Brownells clone. But it's got, I believe it's a Faxon barrel with an authentic 1 in 12 twist. And it's got the authentic, kind of like almost barleycorn trapezoidal front sight on there. Other than that, it's got original furniture. It's not obviously an original rifle, but we'll see how it groups at 100 yards. We're shooting PPU 5.56 NATO ball ammo, 55 grain. This is a 1 in 12 inch barrel, so can't really shoot anything else out of it. I feel like those bullseye shooters, the CMP guys, have like little sun shields for shooting irons. All right, we're hot. I'm just going to aim right dead center because the front sight covers up pretty much the whole target. All right, I believe that was 9 shots. Wow, how convenient. Apparently people in the military were told not to use this as a carry handle. I can't imagine why. Because the military is not so smart sometimes. All right, well, I'm not a Camp Perry shooter. Obviously the sights are a little bit low, right? Basically the front sight looks like this when I put it over the target, so I'm sure I could get better results if I put an optic on there, but that's not really what we're testing today. I would say, what do you say, that's like a 4 or 5 inch group? Something like that?
Yeah. The ones on paper were your first shots.
Okay, so it kind of...
I feel like as the barrel got warmer, maybe the shots dropped.
Possible. Alright, let's go test the A2. We are in the field here, literally, in a field. This is what people mean by in the field. We're in a field. Next we have the Colt AR-15A2 government model. You can get those markings there. It's a real Colt from the 80s. And it's not an H-bar. I learned recently that H-bar stands for heavy barrel. Most of these guns were actually heavy barrel versions, meaning that this contour kind of just continued under the handguard, but this one is not, so it's a little bit more, it's more like the the M16A2. Definitely an improvement on sights for this guy compared to the A1. Let's see what we can do. I think that was 9. Close enough. Trigger, then I've got a Geisley 2-stage in this gun. Not accurate at all, but this has the regular old crappy mil-spec trigger in there. So let's see what we could do. It's a little bit heavier than the A1. I'm usually on team A1 just because it's feather light, but this guy's pretty good too. Colt notoriously changed the size of their trigger pins so that you could not switch out your trigger group, because Colt is just cool like that. They also got rid of the bayonet lug for reasons. And this was before the assault weapons ban. It also has this screw that prevents you from just dropping any old lower on there. Wow. That's a lot better than my A1 group. Certainly zeroed a lot better.
Like a twofer.
Yeah, I mean, if you throw that one out, that's like a 3-inch group. Including that one, that's maybe 4 inches.
4, yeah.
Again, the iron sight is like, I'm just cutting the target in half, and it takes up the entire width of the paper at 100. So I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. See, if I only shot 3 rounds, it'd probably be like a 1-inch group.
You just have 3 separate 1-inch, 1 MOA groups right next to each other.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how that works. Last and certainly not least, we have the venerable Sig 550. This is actually a PE90. It's marked PE90, and that's the factory semi-auto version of this gun. So, kind of cool that it's marked PE90. My overseas friends are probably pretty familiar with this rifle. It's pretty common in Switzerland and France, I think, but not so common over here in the States. So I'm going to totally ignore the white 1 setting, and I'm going to go to the white 2 aperture sight. So, let's see how she shoots. You get free Toblerones for life if you buy one of these. It's part of the deal. Front sight's a little harder to see, weirdly, because it's completely shrouded, but alright, there's 9 rounds. Now, I did a 6 o'clock hold for this rifle. That's generally the hold you're supposed to do with Swiss rifles. That way you can see the whole target. It's very convenient. I might be low, I might not be. Definitely a lot harder to see my sight though, because there's no there was no sunlight shining off of it. We'll see how we did. All right, nice little group there. I would say that's similar to the A2. Obviously they're pretty low. Yep.
That's like a 3-inch.
3-inch plus that guy.
Get rid of the outliers.
That's on par with the A2, I would say. All right. Ready to go fast mode?
Go fast mode. Engage.
I like to keep my cameraman on his toes.
Okay, Alec.
Hey, I didn't kill you. So looking back at the group sizes, I would say that the A2 is pretty much the winner. Of course, I only shot one group with each rifle, so it's not the most scientific test ever. I think the Sig would probably match it if I shot more groups, but for that test, the A2 came out on top. All right, so we saw how they did it 100 yards with iron sights. That was a little bit of a test of my actual shooting ability, but since my shooting ability is consistent, I think it was a good test. So let's see how these rifles do at speed. We've got a target set up at 15 yards, which typically a Bill drill's at 7 yards, but make it a little bit more challenging. So let's see how they do. First up, we've got the A1 pattern rifle here.
Shooter ready. Stand by. 1.89.
I don't think that was very good. I don't think I hit anything. They're all on paper, but it's pretty bad.
I mean,
Two
you were
alpha.
aiming for the longs. Each long got one. And
Yeah. Shoulder.
the trachea. You got to get the shoulder.
You got the hip bone here.
You can't walk now. That's perfect self-defense tactical training right there.
Let's try that one more time.
Shooter ready.
Yeah, 15-yard Bill drill. Yes.
Shooter ready.
Yeah.
Stand by. Alright, that was a second slower. But let's see if we gained accuracy.
Left, but 2 Alpha, 3 Charlie, 1 Delta. Definitely better. What if we actually did a real Bill drill at 7 yards? I bet I could do better than that. Okay. You let me.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. .67. Got like half-second splits.
Those are all Alpha, 1 Charlie. Show the people in case they don't believe.
No cuts.
No cuts.
No editing.
A2 Bill drill, 7 yards.
Alrighty, shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. No hang-ups.
Yep. Little trigger freeze there. This has a much worse trigger in it. Ooh, not as good. 2 Charlie. That shoulder was there
Not
from
bad,
before.
man. I mean, look at that. That was pretty tight. Those three. All right, shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
Those were low. I fucked that up. I got 4 low. 4 Charlie.
169.
One more time with A2.
Looks like we had. There, you know, it's like 0.5, 0.6 second splits, couple 0.8s.
I mean, I'd get him in the pelvic girdle, right? That's the new tactical. Just shoot him in the dick, basically.
That's pretty good. All right, shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
That was much better. Those are all alphas, I think.
163.
Those are all alphas.
And we had better splits, 1/10 of a second better
Nice.
in some splits. So that's pretty good.
Those 4 Charlie were from the previous run,
Yeah.
but they're all in there. Also, you got to remember your offset at this distance is going to be like that low.
Yeah.
So aiming directly in the middle is going to make you shoot low. Something
Aim for the
that
face and hit the chest.
it's something that people who never leave the square range never figure out. You know, like in 3-gun, they'll put a no shoot and like right under where the target is. So if you just point of aim with your scope, you'll hit the no shoot.
Yeah, you could shoot bullseyes all day long at the range, and the moment you're in a defensive situation, all that quote unquote training you did is out the window.
You really don't know anything until you start moving around.
Yeah, until there's some adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like even shooting competition, this little timer causes such an adrenaline dump.
Yeah, if you've never shot a match,
Yeah.
shoot a match. What's stopping you?
Yeah.
Also, don't shit on people who shoot matches, because that makes you look real stupid.
I don't need to shoot matches.
I've been shooting all my life. That makes you a dumbass.
If I can't
Sorry.
stop them with my Taurus and my nylon OTB holster.
My 5-shot 38 special. Well, they were gonna get me anyway. All right. The creme de la creme of 5.56 service rifles, the Sig. We're here at about 7 yards. Doing another bill drill. This is like 3-gun low ready. I think low ready is supposed to be like this, but 3-gunners are like...
Aiming at the bottom of the target.
Yeah,
Ready to
basically.
go. All right, shooter ready.
Yeah.
Stand by.
All alpha, baby.
Do we believe him? Is he lying?
Unless I completely missed, which I don't, I don't think I did. I've been pasting Charlies, by the way, in case you're just tuning in. That felt noticeably easier to control than the ARs. It's definitely a weirder trigger, but I think it's a lot smoother shooting. Do one more.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
That was 7.
Redo. Are you out? No, you're not out.
No, I think I got 7 rounds left, so do one more.
Looks like Alpha's maybe a Charlie, maybe a borderline.
This shit does not move when you're shooting it. It's pretty
Right.
cool.
フランス軍の正式アサルトライフルファーマスの国で正式となっている。小型化するためにとしている国は世界信号弾なども発射できる。
All right.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
That was maybe 1 Charlie. So I only did a few reps with each of these rifles, but to me the clear winner here was the Sig. It just really didn't move that much when I was shooting. I know it's more front heavy, but it definitely took the cake for the bill drill. We're shooting this today, which is PPU 55 grain ball M193. So it's 5.56 M193 specs, which is good for these kind of guns. The A1 has a 1 in 12 inch barrel. I think I said that already. The A2, I believe, is 1 in 7, and the Sig has a 1 in 10. So the Swiss, surprise, surprise, decided to be different and put a twist rate that nobody else uses in their gun. All right, we got 4 targets out there. Some of them are kind of small. See if I can hit them. Big one first. All right, medium. Let me try to hit the small guy. First small guy. All right, well, that little target is about,
You can barely see it with the naked eye.
it's about a third of the width of my front sight, so.
I think it's a 6-inch target at 210 yards.
All right, that's the A1.
Rolling.
All right, A1 again. She was a little low last time. This time I got a rear bag, so.
That's a headshot.
It's pretty freaking easy to hit with this gun. All right, I'm gonna go for the 220 yard. Any call?
Oh, you're just all around it.
All right. Yeah, that thing is hard to hit. All right, this is the A2. Medium target.
So wherever you're aiming, you're hitting like the left shoulder. Hold bottom right corner. Dead center.
Huh. There we go. See where they're going?
Yeah, they're going all around it.
Maybe I just set.
If you hold bottom right corner, you should be dead center.
All right, little. That's weird. It was harder to shoot than the A1. Wonder why that is. Sights are almost exactly the same. I think the trigger probably plays something to do with that because the trigger's a lot worse on this gun. So the advantage of the A2 is that you can kind of fine-tune your zero here, which is really helpful because this gun doesn't have an optic on it. We were hitting a little bit left, so I just moved this rear sight over 3 clicks, and you can also adjust the elevation. So that's really, honestly, a huge advantage over the A1 if you're shooting iron sights at any kind of range, is that you can fine-tune it. Now, we're pretty much spot on. Out of ammo, but pretty easy to hit. We're rolling.
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right, big one first. No surprise there. Medium.
Headshot.
Once you get used to the trigger with the Sig, it's, you know, that's child's play. Let's go for the real small one. Okay. You see it?
Yeah, you're right on it. Oh, I saw the fucking bullet. So that was like low right. High. Low left.
Damn. It's hard to see.
Yeah. Hit.
It's really fucking hard
See
to
the
see.
vapor trail.
It's barely fucking visible. Well, I hit it once.
Go for the 220.
I'm out of 220 yards, really small target. Is that a hit?
Yeah, that's a hit. Hit.
Damn. I don't know if you can hear when I'm hitting, but
A little low. Low left. Low left, same spot. Left.
I got some hits on it.
Left. Hit. Hit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's the best I've done with irons.
Yeah.
Because that target is fucking small as shit. It's like, what, 4 or 5 inches across?
I'm full zoom now. I'm 6x. Let's see.
On the small one?
Yeah. Oh, this is cool shit. You're low.
I'm out. So I think in that particular little informal test, the Sig was the easiest to get hits on, especially on the smaller targets. I could probably fine-tune 0 on the sights a little bit better, but the diopters are they're just amazing. The A1 and the A2 sights are both very good too. The A2 sights, of course, are better because you can fine-tune them on the fly. You can, of course, fine-tune the A1, but it's a lot more difficult. And I think the Sig was the overall winner. Call me biased, but I think it slightly outperformed the other two rifles.
Hello there. As you all know, the Patriots have raised the prices on everything to stimulate the war economy. This means that the cost of production has really gone up. If you feel like supporting the channel, please like and subscribe, tell your friends, share the video, and if you want to be really good, click the link below for the Patreon.